Hello, welcome to this podcast. My name is Beatrice Marse. I am a singer-songwriter from France. So today I'm gonna play the bad girl. So if you want to know why I'm saying that, just go on my YouTube channel called Beatrice Marse and you will see why I'm actually calling myself a bad girl from France today. So the title of this podcast, I know already what the title is gonna be. It's called If I Had Known. And this title, I don't know if I'm ranting or not, but basically, I'm trying somehow to share my experience of life with other aspiring artists. Yes, I'm trying to say that word, but it's going to be difficult. Yes, I'm French. So, yeah, I was the other day, I was watching an interview on YouTube. It was Billy Idol interviewed by John Taylor, he was a member and still a member somehow of the group Duran Duran. And I realized that maybe they are British. I didn't really realize that before, but well, anyway. And Billy Idol was talking about himself and how he started his career and everything. And for the anecdote, one day I went to a supermarket with my mother, and basically she allowed me to buy some music, which was kind of rare at the time. And I wanted to buy a tape from Billy Idol, and she bought it for me. I think it was like 50 francs at the time, something like that. Well, it was cheap for anyway, so went there, came back home, put the tape on the machine, cassette machine, or the tape recorder, whatever you want to do. So something to play the tape, and what I'm hearing is a diet tape. So went back to the supermarket, said, well, it's not the tape we were meant to buy, and they wouldn't listen to us, and basically I had to I never got the album. So few years later down the line, I managed to actually listen and get a copy of the album I wanted. So basically the album was the one with all these huge hits, Rebellion and everything, Sweet 16 and White Wedding and everything. So I actually liked his music somehow. It was a melange. It was, yes, a melting pot, something I actually liked. So I was listening to him, and he was actually explaining how he actually came to do some music. So, and there are a few things that actually somehow called me out somehow, because, and actually it wasn't the first interview I actually watched where the artist, the singer-songwriter was saying, well, this is how I started, this is how it was at the time, and what we did, and how I came up to this point in my life. So, and what the lesson that I'm actually seeing from that, referring to my little self, is that at the time I would say the only word I could say, it could have been me. If I had known, it could have been me, because what I thought was actually some huge stops on the way, obstacles, were actually the thing. I was dead on it, and this is what I wanted to do. So if I had known, if I had to come back, I would. I keep, for the past few months, I keep thinking, if I had internet the way it is when I was 20, how would my life would have been? Because I had, at the time, in my 20s and my teens, I had so many questions. I knew I was different. I knew I wanted to do something different, but I was stuck between pleasing my family and actually try to be a part of society as in general. So I didn't know how to place myself, and I was a very shy person anyway. So pushing myself forward was a bit difficult for me. But I realized with time that what I was going through was just normal. And why I'm saying that is just that it shows that it's very important it's very important with the people you are surrounding yourself with, and which environment you're living, and who you know and who you don't know, how you feel about yourself. If you do the thing, if you like to do your thing your own way, it's very important. I wanted to do my thing at the time. I wanted to do the things my own way, but I didn't know how, because I had I had conflicted messages thrown at me all the time. But I realized it. But basically, he's not the only one. But he was saying he couldn't play the guitar, and for me, it was a problem. The big mistake I've made, the huge mistake, and I really love music right from the start. My mother listened to me and said to her, I want to play piano. I took some piano lessons. She even bought a piano for me. But the thing is, I wasn't so much into classical music. I couldn't hear the notes. I couldn't. I had some trouble reading and writing the notes, and hearing the notes played and being able to actually write them down by with my ear. So for me, it was a huge. Oh, it's a big mistake. Maybe it's not for me and everything. And I didn't know anybody. And basically, France at the time was a bit different, and the teachers I had in the music school were basically classically trained. And right now, what I'm saying is that and it's not very important anymore because of the technology. Is that if I had known that I could have done it without knowing the music, without being able to write the music, without playing properly of an instrument, it wouldn't have taught me to think that maybe it wasn't for me. Trying to have a career in music wasn't for me. I would have maybe done it in a different way. And basically, what I'm saying is what I'm doing today. And I realize that where I am at right now, some famous artists were there when they were teen. So in their teenage years. So, and I'm like. And as I say, I was listening to that interview, and I was saying, if I had known, basically I was on the right path all the way, but I didn't know anybody, and I always find myself in places where I was thinking differently from the other people around me. And as far as I know, till this day, all my interests are different from the people who have the same age as me, and I'm kind of different somewhere. So, and I really wish when I was younger that I actually went through the trouble of being hated and being very different and being maybe thrown out of my house. Maybe, I don't know, but at least I would have been able. I would have tried to do something that I really liked. So right now, down the road, now the technology has improved. I kind of followed the changes at one time very closely, and then I went away for a bit, like I was explaining. During 15 years, I've never done anything at all, and then now in my 50s, I'm starting to do it again the way I want to do it, and I'm pleased with it. So, do I play the guitar? No. Am I a good guitar player? No. Am I a good keyboard player? No. Am I a good bass player? No. Am I a crappy drummer? Yes. So I'm actually using a drum machine to actually put my drum down, basically. But I enjoy creating. So, and as I said before, when you're an artist, the joy of creation cannot be taken away from you. People may or may not like your work, but the time you spend doing what you've created and enjoying the process and everything cannot be taken away from you. And this is the reason why I'm thinking if I had known, because it's true that at the time I couldn't afford anything, because at the time I was growing up, just trying to be in a studio was some money to actually, yeah, to spend. Okay. And my family never had that kind of money anyway, so it would have been difficult. But because I would have somehow been on my own and tried to do the thing I wanted to do, maybe I would have managed to connect myself with people and, find a way to actually do it. So I've tried many times, and I'm saying, I know in one of my songs, in one of my songs, I'm saying how many hours. I can't remember. What really matters is my style, but basically, yeah. To me, it's the last time I'm trying to actually do anything with my music. So, and compared to what I've done before, I went very, very far. 6 albums, actually 7. One you don't know about because I haven't got the budget to actually put it out. But yeah, I'm working on number 8 already. I think I've already 3 or 4 songs. I've got like few full project already started. So I'm already on number 7 with like 2 or 3 songs already written down. So yeah, that's very, yeah. If I known, and basically you shouldn't be thinking because you can't do it, because you haven't got the equipment around you not to do it, that you shouldn't do it and it's not for you. That's why I'm saying, plain and simple. And now more than ever, a person like me, I saying now you've got no excuses. I've got the most crappiest equipment around me just to actually create. And so far I've made like 7 albums. I'm working on number 8, and basically I don't care. And right now I want to go on to, like, if you have subscribed to my channel or my podcast, that right now at the beginning of this year, I had decided to actually go on the modular train. Now I'm a little bit stuck because what's happening around the world right now, and then budget wise I'm totally stuck. But nothing is going to stop me anyway. I'm just going to try to carry on. Hopefully, I hope that by the end of this year I'm going to be well into it. But I will not budge on that one. I'm going to keep going anyway. Right now I'm looking at my little piece of paper on my desk because I can't remember what I've done with the list of tracks for number 8, so I need to actually look for it. I don't know what I've done with it. Or anyway, did I create it? That's the question. That's the other question. I think I haven't done it, so basically I should do it. So yeah, if I known, basically you young people, you are very, very lucky because now the technology is there and it's for you, and it's much more easier to actually make an album, to actually create some music and record your music and distribute your music. Is much more easier. And with that thingy, so right now we are the 14th of July 2020 in France, and basically we kind of just managed to officially, between quotes, get out of this health issues we have around the world in France, even though that thing is still there. But anyway, so they're saying it's okay, but now it's not okay, so never mind. And what I can say right now, the music industry is just like exploding. What people were used, people who are used to work on who are actually working in the music industry, they're seeing some real change, and real change which goes for, not against, but for the independent artists. Now you can do whatever you want to do, and basically no one can stop you thanks to the technology. So no excuse. So if you're a young singer-songwriter, or you want to make it as a career, just just do the thing you want to do, and then maybe down the line you'll make some money. But the most important thing, just do the thing you want to do. And if when you were a teen, when you were younger, you wanted to do it but you couldn't do it, but now you really feel like you have to do it, just do as I have done. Actually, just take some time in your life and just do it. Just please yourself. Write the stuff you want to write. Do the things, record the things you want to record, and basically afterwards, once you finish your work, do whatever you want to do with it, even if it means shelving it, like I've done before for so many years. Just do it, but please help yourself create, because if you have a creative vibe and you don't use it, and you don't like nurture it, but you just deny it and try to kill it because of so many I would say so many reasons that are not linked to yourself, but really linked to the fact that you know what society is like. You want to stay on the wagon, when you're making a big mistake because you're killing yourself little. Say you're killing yourself a little bit. So do what your heart is telling you to do. If it means creating, create. And maybe you don't need to make some money, you just need to create, so to feel good. So this is the case for me. I need to create to feel good. Whenever I'm creating, I'm feeling, yeah, the $1,000,000 babe. When I'm not doing anything, I feel grumpy. That's what I can say. Grumpy B. That's the reason one. That's how you can call me. So maybe bad girl B. So that's it for me. So that was the theme of the day. If I had known, basically, it's been a very 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 heavy day for me. Got up this morning, had an idea for a melody, recorded some music, some tracks, some stems. Then actually managed to cook a meal as well. In between recording a video for my YouTube channel in French. That's it. Actually did the editing for video, putting on your YouTube, and then right now I was thinking I need to actually do that podcast on and the title is going to be If I Had Known. So yeah, If I Had Known. So I hope that maybe I've changed your mind on things, but do yourself a favor. If you got that creative vibe, just create. It doesn't matter whatever. If you got that creative vibe, just create to save yourself from the worst of yourself. So that's it for me. Thank you for listening to me. I hope that you'll come back to listen to my podcast. Until then, take care. Bye. You've been listening to Beatrice Marse.